And do you know who was the smartest investor in the last 10 years?
Why not?
Rahul Gandhi. So Rahul Gandhi goes all over the world bad-mouthing the Prime Minister, says Make in India is bad. He says, Startup India is not working. He says Digital India is not working. Throughout the world he goes bad-mouths India's economy. But silently he has invested in India's capital market, and he is from 14 lakh rupees, around 6 crore rupees he has earned. So my point is, the young of India realize that to become financially independent, to earn through ethical means, to upgrade their quality of life, India needs fast-paced economic growth, and only a stable polity under the leadership of Narendra Modi can deliver fast-paced economic growth to young of India. Who were the foot soldiers of the Anna Hazare movement? Who were the people who supported Baba Ramdev on the streets when he sat, fighting against corruption? It was volunteers like me who went there and joined. Because we wanted an end to corruption in the government. We did not want governments to be like an organized syndicate group of corrupt people. So I think the very first aspiration of young India is corruption-free governance, which Prime Minister Modi has delivered the last 10 years. Second, Akka, I have travelled, like I said, 3 lakh kilometers, whether it is Bihar, whether it is Ladakh, whether it is Arunachal Pradesh, or whether it is Coimbatore or interiors of Coimbatore. My friends here will be a testimony. Which young Indian today does not want to wear nice clothes? Who does not want a standard of living? If you go to hinterland, if you go to these small stores, you will find hundreds of counterfeit Adidas, slippers, Adidas shoes. In some cases, you will find these sunglasses. It will not be Ray-Ban, it will be Ray-Bon. Have you seen them? Have you seen? I'm asking the young in the audience. Ray-Ban will cost you 8,000 in a showroom. But Ray-Ban will look almost similar. You will get it at 150 rupees on the street. And you will still see a young guy taking that Ray-Ban and wearing his, and just going on his bike. Now this is aspirational. This aspiration for a better standard of living, better quality of life, this is what is fueling the dreams of young India. Now, the young of India know that only fast-paced, stable economic growth can actually provide them this kind of an upgrade in standard of living. You cannot go back to the days of the Congress time when inflation was double digit and growth was single digit. This is the aspiration of a new India. Which is why the young also realize that we need fast-paced economic growth, because we need to upgrade our life. We want to lead a good life. Now let me give you another interesting statistic. I'm sure a few of you who follow me on social media would have come across this sensational headline in the last few days after I filed my election affidavit. Tejasvi Surya's assets increased 30-fold. You may have seen this. And suddenly you had all these, leftist ecosystem, the Wire, the Quint, and the likes, publishing these big headlines. Sensational headline. BJP MP Tejasvi Surya's affidavit says that his assets have increased 30 times in 5 years. Now, naturally, you are a politician, people will be, bhai, kuch to kiya hai lo, bada. Like, something you would have done. Then niche you will have comments. Tell us also the secret. How did you make, your assets grow 30-fold in 5 years? Now it's a different matter that, it's because, when sensation headline is put, nobody goes into the article. Nobody goes to see that when you start from 13 lakh rupees in your first affidavit 5 years ago, even if you would have come to 25 lakh rupees, the headline could have said Tejasvi Surya doubles his income in, in 5 years. Okay? Now let me tell all of you young people. 5 years ago, 2017 I had started my law firm. So apart from my earning as the salary that I get as an MP from Bangalore, my primary source of income is my law practice in Bangalore. In 2019, I started investing in SIPs. I started with a 1,000 rupee SIP in the mutual funds. Okay? Over the last 5 years, I would save every penny and immediately invest it in the mutual funds or stock market or, capital markets. In 2014, when Modi ji became Prime Minister for the first time, India's Sensex was at 25,000. Today, India's Sensex is at 75,000. So, if you had put 100 rupees in an index fund in 2014, by natural course of action, it would have become 3 times in the last 10 years. And do you know who was the smartest investor in the last 10 years?
Why not?
Rahul Gandhi. So Rahul Gandhi goes all over the world bad-mouthing the Prime Minister, says Make in India is bad. He says, Startup India is not working. He says Digital India is not working. Throughout the world, he goes bad-mouths India's economy. But silently, he has invested in India's capital market, and he is from 14 lakh rupees, around 6 crore rupees he has earned. So my point is, the young of India realize that to become financially independent, to earn through ethical means, to upgrade their quality of life, India needs fast-paced economic growth, and only a stable polity under the leadership of Narendra Modi can deliver fast-paced economic growth to young of India. The third and the last point as to why I think the young would want the Modi government again. I want the young in the audience to actually do this exercise. Okay? Over the last 10 years, India has registered the least number of communal riots in the history of the country. This is a very important point on which I want all of us to reflect upon. The last 10 years has seen the least amount of communal riots in the country. Because for a very long time, the country's political ecosystem benefited by pitting one religion against another, one caste another against another, and perpetually creating a fault line. The biggest of communal riots in India has all taken place under the watch of the Congress party. The young of India are fed up with communal politics. The young of India want to reject politics which pits one community versus another community. The young of India are fed up of politics that divides the country in the name of religion. We want a politics that unites people, that prioritizes development and growth, and creates an atmosphere of harmony and fosters a national spirit. Over the last 10 years, statistics, facts show that the least amount of registered cases of communal riots have undertaken under the leadership of the Narendra Modi government. So we want to move towards a society that is more harmonious, a society that treats everybody with respect, a society that tolerates and accepts people with all their diversity. And this, I think, is also the third and also very important factor why the young would overwhelmingly vote in favor of Narendra Modi.